Not done yet.
12 years.
Wow,
All right, so take a deep breath.
that's fun.
I want you to take a quick look around at everybody who's here. You can wave at them, they can wave at you. Does anyone remember what this feels like? Looks like. Here with this moment for a long time. And enjoy it. Back at each other and enjoy what's about to happen. Marriage is not a simple love affair. It's an ordeal, and the ordeal is a sacrifice of ego to a relationship in which two have become one. When you make the sacrifice in marriage, you're sacrificing not to each other, but to unity in a relationship. It's a recognition of your spiritual identity. Those are the words of author Joseph Campbell, chosen for today. A warmest welcome to you all. Together you have gathered as Joanne and Brian's community, coming together to create this beautiful celebration of their love for each other, commitment to each other, and of the beautiful family they are so proud to have together. Chosen family, chosen community. Now, one of the benefits of being an adult, though let's be honest, there are fewer of those than we thought when we were their age, is that you actually choose who surrounds you in life. It's our chosen family, our chosen community. So those here say with their presence that they support what Joanne and Brian have created together, and they want to cheer on what comes next. So it is such joy and honor that we get to both witness and celebrate the years you've already spent together, as well as this next chapter in your life together will hold. And it's particularly fitting that we do so here at Laurel House. Just like your relationship has transformed and grown in your 12 years of marriage, this place has transformed, in your words, from Brian's house to our house, to a community convivium of music and family and friends old and new. Now, when I asked Joanne what today was about, she said it was a chance to say to most of those folks who were at our wedding that we're even better than before. For Brian, I didn't even want to think of it as a renewal because it's not worn out and it doesn't need redoing. But I like the idea of letting Joanne know that I am still in love with her as much, if not more, than the first time we exchanged vows. You don't have to wait. One of the first keys of life, there's never enough smooching. So when you two first met, you couldn't know it would lead to here. In those moments and in that chapter, everything was ahead of you. The path you would walk as individuals and as a pair was all ahead. You know, when you married 12 years ago, by then you had built a shared history and chosen a joint path to walk, but there was still so much more ahead than behind. And then now, in this moment, you have a deeper, richer, longer shared history and many shared steps behind you. Decisions you made together, choosing where to go as a team, and deciding what was best for you too. That lays the groundwork for not only the path behind you, but the one we can already see ahead of you. So your presence here today, as well as in all the private moments that no one sees but the two of you, says to the world, this is my person. I not only love them, I like them, I respect them, I appreciate and value them, and this is the person I want at my side in the moments and the chapters to come. Now, none of us, I have tissues in my pocket if you need it. Time works. Now, none of us can know what those moments and chapters include. But when you know that this is your person, every step ahead is possible. We know there'll be days when one of you takes the lead and the other follows, sometimes by necessity and sometimes by choice. But just as there have already been in 12 years of marriage, there'll be so many more days ahead where you walk side by side, balancing each other out with your relative strengths and weaknesses, giving the support and the encouragement to take all the next steps ahead. Now, when I asked you both what marriage meant to you, here's what you shared. For Joanne, it means freedom. Freedom that the both of us can feel fully ourselves. For Brian, marriage is a commitment to be the best partner, friend, lover you can be, and it means trust. I love knowing there's someone who has my back, someone who loves me, and someone who, when I get home at the end of the day, wants to know how my day went. And that's really it. No masks, no costumes, no pretending, just authenticity, the real you. What most people crave, you two have found and have built, and we proudly come together as your personal community to celebrate that. After all, one of the most amazing gifts in life is to find someone who knows all of your flaws, differences, and mistakes, and yet still loves everything about you. Now, this is a piece, I Carry Your Heart With Me by E. Cummings. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear, and whatever is done by only me is your doing, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true. And it's you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing is you. Here's the deepest secret nobody knows. Here's the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of a tree called life. It grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. And those words are especially fitting as we stand in this spot. And soon we will be enjoying this heart-shaped piece with a tree on it. So shortly, Joanne and Brian will exchange vows and words for this next chapter in life together in the relationship. So as you all have been, are, and will continue to be a part of this relationship and how they live their life together, I want to share just a few things about how they see their relationship, where they see themselves as going together in this next stage in life. This is particularly important as I expect you will all continue to be their cheerleaders and supporters, and therefore have a role in helping them get there. Now I tell you, there's always a little bit of he said, she said with stories like this, and they do not know. So for those who hadn't known them from the start, how did this begin? Joanne recalls, we met on Match.com. Now he had a professorial look in his profile picture, standing next to a large and full bookshelf. Now our first date was a few weeks after connecting. What sticks in my mind, though, during our initial emails was Brian saying, don't call or email me during Chargers football. Well, then okay. But on our first date, I remember him sweetly grabbing my hand during the Sheryl Crow concert, and we held hands until the end of the evening. Brian adds, we enjoyed the show. We talked about our music likes and dislikes, and when the night ended, I felt like she had had a good time, and I know I did, and was pretty sure there was going to be a second date. And I think it was after we were married that Joanne told me she broke her first golden rule of Match, which is only coffee for a first meeting, by agreeing to that concert. And well, glad you did. Yeah. So what attracted them initially? What attracts them now? And how do they describe each other? For Joanne, he's handsome, positive, and generous with his time to me and others. He's a kind and wonderful pop granddad. With him, it was a gradual knowing he was my right person. Like when the relationship is easy, when you want to be the best version of yourself for the relationship. I saw us working honestly to make the relationship easy, and I saw the respect and the fun that we have. It hasn't changed since, but has only expanded. He's almost always in a good mood, willing to support causes he believes in, and he followed me when causes are important to me as well. I can only imagine how together we'll change the world. So now I would describe him as happy, a Boy Scout, champion skier, and a smart do-it-yourselfer. There is a certain something about airline employees, because they all share the same sarcastic attitude. Fair? For Brian, I think she's very beautiful. But it's also the care she puts into making our relationship, our home, the best ever. I knew pretty early on she was my person. She brought a lot of new adventures into our relationship, and right away I felt appreciated for who I am, with no need to change, and I felt the same way about her. And I was told I'd be chasing her around in the decades to come. So now I describe her as my smart and beautiful partner in life. She's always looking for the next thing to do with the grandkids. They aren't always in the realm of possibility, but that is what makes me smile.
Galapagos, everybody.
So what are they most proud of about their relationship and the life they've built? And what do they hope other people say or think when they look at them? For Joanne, our relationship is balanced, loving, safe, and fun. We're the ninja grandparents, compete with a zip line in the backyard, or as Brian loves to say, we're the cool grandparents. I hope people feel admiration about our relationship or feel encouraged that this is an example of how to be in a relationship. We've both learned what's important to the other, how to communicate, and how to not let the little things turn into the big things. For instance, I don't even roll my eyes when he rearranges the dishwasher after I load it. For Brian, we have a strong partnership.
Any in the room,
For Brian, we have a strong partnership, always wanting the best for each other. It's loving and caring and fun. I'm proud that we're here stronger than ever, that the kids are doing well, and we have outstanding grandkids. I hope people say, wow, those two look like they are having so much fun together. So what are they most looking forward to about this next chapter in their life together and their longer term future? For Brian, well, I am looking forward to retirement and growing old together. For Joanne, I look forward more to the same that we have now. I see us helping each other navigate the decades to come with a playful spirit, continued joy as we watch each other and the grandkids grow and bloom. I know that's a future we can all support. This is a piece called Love is a Decision. Love is a decision. Most of the time we think of love as a warm feeling that pulls two people together. However, that feeling is actually romance. Love is a decision. When we share our vows, we will once again each be saying, I choose to love you. I will love you during the good days, the days of contentment, of companionship, and of happiness. But I also choose to love you during the days of heartache, frustration, yes, even days of stress. No retreats and no regrets. So as you come before your partner once again to renew these vows of marriage, do you both promise to be strong in your love, gentle in your care, and unwavering in your trust?
I do.
In the names of all you have created together with all you have yet to become, do you offer your hand as their partner, lifetime friend, and companion?
I do.
And do you honor the rings that you placed on each other's fingers 12 years ago as symbols of the commitment you continue to share?
I do.
Awesome. Now, here are the personal vows that you each promise each other. Which one do you want? Deal.
Hey, hon.
Yeah, man.
I never thought I would marry someone like you. I never thought I would marry someone so forgetful. And you know how I feel about you forgetting birthdays and anniversaries and shopping lists. But there are also some things that you've forgotten that I need to remind you about now. Is that okay?
Okay.
First thing, you forgot to mock or to make fun when, even though I co-owned a research company, I can't research my way back to the car after a trip to the mall. You've conveniently forgotten how many times you've helped my kids and yours. You forgot to run and hide when I ask you, hey, hun, do you think that's possible? You forgot to say, I'm cold, can we go home? When I dragged you to Sacred Stone, North Dakota to protest XL in 40-degree below weather. You forgot to say it again when I accidentally booked us a trip to Iceland in the dead of winter. You forgot to say, this is ridiculous, after I dragged you to 6 Sinclair gas stations in southern Nebraska in the dead of night to find the right dino. The dinosaur had to be just right. Thanks. And you forgot to pretend that you didn't know me when the neighbors said, oh my God, is she vacuuming the yard?
Stop back.
Hey, hon.
Yeah, man.
I never thought I would marry someone so forgetful, but I'm glad I did. You've taught me so much about forgetting. So, I promise to forget to call Max Pacton of Courting Buried Alive when you dumpster dive and bring home truckloads of whatevers. I vow to forget how many hats and jackets you own and to roll my eyes quietly when you go purchase another one. I vow to embrace your forgetfulness because a true partner is one who brings you to your own attention and shakes you awake. Hey, hun,
Yeah, bun?
you be woke.
I wasn't that talented.
Yours are awesome. I promise you.
It seems like it was only yesterday we were getting married in the wedding bowl. Joanne, I'm just happy to be standing here with you today as I was 12 years ago. We get to see a lot of couples professing their love to each other, but as you know, it's always the look that gets me. We've had some ups and downs in this amazing journey, and we're standing here today stronger than ever. I love you, and I love when I get the look from you. And I promise to be the man that I see now in your eyes, today, tomorrow, and for always. I promise to talk when there's a need to talk, even when it involves feelings. Listen when you need to be heard, and I always, always want to be with you.
Thank you.
Do you want to keep it to show you?
Yes, again.
Okay. You can hold hands again. Because Joanne and Brian, I know one of the things, the aspects of your relationship you are most proud of is this beautiful family you have brought together and seen develop further in the years since. So it's absolutely fitting that today we will include each member of this family in a very meaningful way in your ceremony and create something together that will be cherished in your home for many years to come. So if you don't already know, we'll be asking each of you to come up and join us to contribute their individual piece of glass to this mosaic that the family will create together. In this way, they will be giving both of you not only their love, support, encouragement, and heartfelt blessings, but also leave you with a visual reminder of the influence you have had, coloring this family and all of your lives in so many ways, and will continue to do so in the future. And especially fitting, these pieces of glass are smooth river glass, once sharp but now softened by time and likely by a few hard knocks too, just like any solid family and its members. After all, we all get knocked around a bit. It ultimately makes us safer and smoother and more able to work in the large family you have together. So in this case, each piece was tumbled in a rock tumbler for weeks by you in order to smooth out all sharp edges and be ready for tonight. And once the celebration is over, together you will break more glass to put in the tumbler to finish this project, as only the two of you can complete the mosaic that is your marriage and your family. So you two go first. Please pick your glass pieces and add yours, because your robust marriage and commitment is the core of this beautiful family. And quickly you will see how yours become literally surrounded by those who love and care about you. Each of you are two individuals. You bring both of your personalities to this marriage and this relationship. Next will be Forrest and the family. So all five of you, come on up. Grab a piece. Give someone trustworthy the glue.
Okay. One or all?
Each.
You got your piece already?
Samuel and family.
Thank you.
Ariel.
Antonio, you got to come up here too.
I hope you notice that mosaic continually changed as each and every person added their character to it. We call on you to continue to embrace change in your married life, finding what can be learned from each change and supporting each other and your family through it. And I expect that this mosaic will have a special place in your home and will always be a beautiful reminder that so many who care for you has joined you here today to celebrate your commitment and recommitment and left you with their blessing and good wishes. So this is a piece called Why Marriage? Because to the depths of me I long to love one person with all of my heart, my soul, my mind, my body. Because I need a forever friend to trust with the intimacies of me, who won't hold them against me, who loves me when I'm unlikable, who sees the small child in me and who looks for the divine potential of me. Because I need to cuddle in the warmth of the night with someone who thanks God for me, with someone I feel blessed to hold. Because marriage means opportunity to grow in friendship. Because marriage is a discipline to be added to the list of achievements. Because marriages do not fail, but people fail when they enter into a marriage expecting another to make them whole. Because knowing this, I promise myself to take full responsibility for my spiritual, mental, and physical wholeness. I create me. I take half of the responsibility for my marriage, and together we create our marriage. Because with this understanding, the possibilities are endless. So today together we get to celebrate a story. A full, rich, fun, totally interesting, and continually developing story. And it's not fantasy or fiction, but a real story. One filled with ups and downs, straightaways and curves, exciting moments and quieter moments, but all done together, be it with or for each other. And one of the great things about a story like yours is there's so much to share and so much to celebrate as we look back and forward. So Joanne and Brian, all of us here rejoice in your happiness. And we know this day marks one of many special moments you still have lying ahead. So here's what I wish for you. May you continue to be a blessing and a comfort to each other, sharers of each other's joys, consolers of each other's sorrows. May you continue to be ever true and loving. May you fill your hearts with kindness and understanding. Forgive each other's weaknesses. And laugh together often. May your love continue to deepen and mature, and may your home always be a place of love and joy. We hope that the inspiration of this love-filled celebration will never be forgotten. May you continue to love and cherish one another forever, and may you always find reasons to laugh, both with So my final advice as we send you off to this next chapter together, I remind you to never take the other for granted. Remember that you are stronger as a pair than you are as individuals. Remember the reasons why you're together, why you chose to get married, and why you love and chose this person to spend life next to. And remember to share those reasons with each other as you have a good laugh or cry, and you'll be able to get through anything. So I know you have a lot more adventures and many more chapters in your life together, especially since, as we know, being someone's first love may be great, but being their last love is beyond perfect. And I fully expect that you're excited to approach them all together. So before we cheerfully send you off in this next chapter, you will now be crowned with handmade flower crowns. In Orthodox Greek tradition, the bride and groom are crowned as queen and king of their home, which they will rule with wisdom, justice, and integrity. And now, Brian, you may once again kiss your bride.
You can borrow it later. You
You can head in, and all the grandkids will follow. The grandkids will join you in there as your witnesses.
That's cute.
All right, so kids, in the house, you're going to all sign there and be their witnesses today.
Oh, that's great. Good job. Very nice.
The rest of you are invited to
That was really nice.
Isn't that
Huh?
wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. No battery.
As soon as you finish Game of Thrones, like as long as